And tonight, the Way 31i team is taking a closer look at the specific reasons the governor and attorney general shot down the parole board's corrective action plan.
In a 10-page document, the governor and attorney general point out dozens of flaws and ask as many questions and almost as many questions, and most of them are actually similar to ones that Way 31 spent the past 2 months asking the parole board ourselves. The biggest, why would these changes actually work, and who will hold them accountable?
Way 31's Breken Terry shows us the new demands Governor Ivey laid out and the changes she wants to see made.
In this harsh report, Governor Ivey and Attorney General Steve Marshall did not mince words. They told the parole board it failed in creating a plan to ensure dangerous criminals aren't let out on parole or earn back the public's trust. After a series of Way 31 I-Team stories uncovered a broken parole system that let out violent offenders and failed to track parolees, Ivey and Marshall told the board to get its act together. They demanded the board create a plan to strengthen leadership, respect victims, gather correct information on parolees, and better supervise them. Today, Ivey and Marshall wrote that the board didn't accomplish any of the goals and now gave them very specific expectations. They told the parole board to overhaul its policies and procedures when it comes to early parole eligibility. The governor says it should only be considered in extraordinary cases. Ivey and Marshall also demanded the parole board create a review committee to overview early parole cases and said board members must get help in finding members and officers. The governor and attorney general pointed out the parole board's plan didn't ask for any input from victims or victims advocacy groups. They now want to see a stakeholder advisory group formed of victims groups and other representatives to meet with the board quarterly. Finally, the governor and attorney general want staff and board members to have evaluations done on their performances. The governor and attorney general closed the letter by giving the parole board 30 days to answer their questions, sending an ominous message at the end. How you respond in both word and deed will undoubtedly determine the next steps we take as a state in this vital area. I have contacted the parole board to see what it had to say about the governor and attorney general's response to their corrective action plan. We have yet to hear back from them. In Florence, Breken Terry, Way 31 News.